Kristen here from Town Hall, and today it's time for our virtual camp, and today we're doing all things Fortnite. So before we get started, I tried to be really prepared. So as you can tell, I'm wearing an apron because last time I was using paint, I got paint on my shirt. So today I remembered, oh wait, there's something else inside that I wanted. And so I came out to get it, and I set my piece of paper down on the table, and then I set this hand down on the table, and do you see what I put my hand in? Yep, you guessed it, paint. So once a kid, always a kid. Thankfully, I don't mind getting my tablecloth messy, so I'm going to wipe my fingers on that. And then after I kind of get a little bit cleaned up, we can get started. But I'm glad you're joining in today. And if you were able to get a kit ordered from Town Hall, then go ahead and bust that out and start getting your kit supplies out. You're gonna have a couple of different things. There are 3 total crafts that we're gonna make today. First craft is going to be, we'll do this one first just because it'll take the longest to dry. It's going to be a Fortnite llama canvas that you're gonna paint. And yes, I did draw that by myself. Now I traced the body, but I drew the rest. So if there are crooked lines or shapes that don't look that great, please don't be mad at me. I did my best, okay? That's all you can do. Take your time and do your best, right? Next thing you're gonna find is a cutout. Can anyone guess what this is a cutout of? If you're a Fortnite fan, you might know, but this is Peely. This is kind of what he looks like in color. He's one of the characters that you can be on Fortnite. So that's another thing that we're gonna do. And then lastly, I kind of already have mine started, but you're gonna have a clear kit, and you're going to go ahead and make a med kit out of this, okay? So if you like Fortnite, then the words that I'm going to share with you are gonna be familiar. If you don't play Fortnite or you're not sure what Fortnite is a video game. It's animated, so it's like a lot of cartoon people. Obviously not real people, because how many times do you see a banana walking around with sunglasses? Not very often. So some words that might sound familiar to you just for fun are things like shield. You ever heard that in Fortnite? Or what about I need a reboot? Or this game is lag or lagging? Or what about chug jug or slurp juice? Those are just some fun words that you may or may not use or have heard in regards to Fortnite. So now, first things first, we are gonna go ahead and get started with painting our Fortnite llama. Now, I came outside today because I make a mess. And so what I need you to do is grab your canvas. Now, something that you definitely don't have in your kit, you don't have paintbrushes. So you're gonna need to get some paintbrushes, okay? And then I cheated and I brought out some Sharpies for like the eye and the little circle by his face. And if I planned accordingly, you should all have a copy of this to look at, just so you know where the coloring goes. If I forgot, I'm really sorry. I have a very bad memory sometimes, but hopefully you are allowed to look this up online. Maybe an adult can look it up on their phone just so you can see the order that the colors go on the llama. Now, don't want to color the llama like this? You don't have to, there are no rules. We, meaning me, and hopefully some of you, are going to go ahead and paint your canvas to look like the Fortnite llama. Okay, what color do you want to use first? I am going to work from the bottom up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the darker blue. Now, these paintbrushes, no offense, are not the greatest at work. They're not as thin as I'd like them to be, but we're going to go ahead and do our best, okay? So just take your time, try to make this look like something that could go in an art museum. So the slower you paint, the better it will turn out. Now, if you want to hurry up and paint as quick as you can so you can go have ice cream, go for it. Because I personally like ice cream too, so I don't blame you. But if you can see, I'm just kind of taking my paintbrush ever so slowly. So think of this just kind of like a crayon. You know how sometimes when you outline your picture with a crayon, and then you try to keep all the other color of the crayon on the inside of the picture, right? That's basically the same with painting. So you just want to go nice and slow and trace along the edges of this beautifully drawn Fortnite llama by yours truly, Miss Kristen. Yep, that might be my new career, tracing Fortnite llamas and then drawing in the parts with pencil. Now the nice thing is, because I'm not very accurate, everyone's llama probably looks different. So it's an original, right? It's a Miss Kristen original at your very own house. So, paint away. Go as fast or as slow as you like. I, for video purposes, will try to go fast, but I also really don't want to go outside of the lines because I'm trying to set a good example. So we'll see how I do. No grades though, because it's summer, so I don't want anyone to send me a grade card. Okay, just a thumbs up, or preferably not a thumbs down, or a like to my video. That's what all the people on YouTube say. They're like my video. So if you like Town Hall's video, maybe I'll get like a sticker on my chart from my boss. And then maybe after I earn so many stickers, she'll be like, you know what, Kristen, I'm gonna give you a raise. Maybe not. Or maybe like, I don't know, she'll give me like a candy or something. Okay, step 1 is finished. Look how perfect that is. Not really perfect, but I'm working on it, right? Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use the light blue. Now, with the colors that I gave you in your kit, you can mix them to make different shades if you want to. It's up to you. But see, look, you might not be able to see, but see this paintbrush? All the hairs, it's like extra long hairs. Kind of like when you get your hair cut sometimes and the barber or the hairstylist misses a spot. That's what happened with this paintbrush. There's like extra long pieces of paint bristle that of course I didn't notice until I was outside. And of course, how many people have scissors outside? Not many people. So I'm gonna go nice and slow, and it's really hard to paint and show you at the same time, but I'm gonna try. So I'm just gonna paint. Now notice I am painting right over some pencil marks, but this paint is so light I can still see it. So I think what I'm gonna do when I'm finished is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna outline it all with a black Sharpie. You don't have to do that. That's just what I'm going to do for mine. You can do it your way, because your way is probably a better way. You probably didn't start off your day with paint before you even were ready to paint. That's just how I do it, right? And does anybody notice a pattern so far? Blue. Don't even mention the blue shirt, because I know my eyes are still blue. Those haven't changed. And I'm not gonna lie, I do have blue shoes on again. My pants are not blue, so that's good. All right, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I really would like to cut off some of this paintbrush, but if anybody's close by and you can run some scissors down to me, that would be fantastic. Okay, we're getting there, people. We are getting there. Okay, so now I'm just like, I feel like I'm scribbling because I'm trying to rush, but I think when I go back through with my Sharpie to outline it, that'll kind of clean up the edges a little. So it's all good, it's all good. Not my favorite painting job I've ever done, but I feel like I don't want you to have to sit and watch me until dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next step. Now this purple that I gave you is pretty dark. I think I might kind of lighten mine a little bit with white. Let's see if it makes it a little bit lighter. Yeah. Now this, the copy that I gave you, I don't know if you kids know this, but like when you make copies on a copier, sometimes the shade of the colors change. So honestly, to me, it kind of looks pinkish instead of purple. I mean, you might say, whatever, Miss Kristen, it's totally purple, but to me it looks kind of pink on this paper. It is supposed to be purple. So, and if you play Fortnite, you probably know way better than I do that these colors might not even be accurate. All I can say is I looked for a picture online, I printed it. This is the one I picked, so I hope that you like it. Now, notice that when we're finished painting, you're gonna have a lot of white background. What are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna leave it white? Or are you going to paint it another color? Are you gonna put a design on there? That's the fun part. That's what I can't wait to see. What you decide to do for creativity to make this your very special Fortnite canvas. All right, kind of getting there. How much fun is this for you to watch? Hopefully you're really not watching me and you're painting along as we go. But if you are watching while I paint, like I said, just don't critique me. If I was trying to take my time, this would probably carry over until tomorrow. And with no commercial breaks, like I said, you might get sleepy. So, okay, I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take my Sharpie. And like I said, I cheated, because that's just what I do sometimes. And I'm gonna color this brown. Now, you can do whatever color you want. Really, it's lighter in the picture, but I just thought for time purposes, it would be easier if I used some markers on some spots, because really some of this stuff probably would really need to dry for me so that I didn't smear and make a mess. So if you have markers at home, you can do this, let's not say cheat, right? Let's just say a shortcut, right? Kind of like you take a shortcut through your backyard to get out front maybe. I'm taking a shortcut painting so we can kind of move this along. Like I said, no sleeping is allowed. You have to keep your eyes open until these are finished. But I'm kidding. Like if mom says, hey, Johnny, it's time to eat lunch, you can totally hit pause. Some of your canvas will dry, and by the time you come back, hopefully it will be completely dry, right? And then she'll say, Johnny, it's time for dessert. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, I gotta go have dessert now. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eye. Now, if you look really closely, this was my very first drawing that I did, and I had to erase. The pencil I used was not the easiest to erase on canvas. You wouldn't have known that until I told you. But that is the behind the scenes secret that I just shared with you. So it looks like there are 2 circles here that stay white. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that because I made this inside a little tiny, so I'm just going to leave one section. It's a little bit smaller than I anticipated, but okay, it's really small. It's all right though. It is what it is, right? And oh, I'll do my little nostrils here. Put those as black. So sometimes markers might work easier, and I could not find a gray marker because those are very hard to locate at work. So don't ask me why I chose this color. I just figured it was light, so it'd be easy to see. And actually now I wish I would have used this as this little harness, but oh well. Live and learn, right kids? All right, so I got that colored in, and now I'm gonna go ahead and finish painting purple. And then I'll set this off to the side so it can dry. But then the last thing I'll do, hopefully maybe by the end of the other crafts, this will be dry enough I can go back and outline it with my black marker. And again, you don't have to do that. This is totally optional, but that's just what I want to do so I can put some of the, I don't even, fur, I guess. I almost said feathers, but llamas don't have feathers. I'm not a biologist or anything. I'm not a, what are people who study animals called? Totally can't think on camera, so I'm gonna call it an animalologist, but I know we all know that that's not right. Animal expert will say that is what I am not. If I was trying to call these feathers, animalologist, that's pretty quick, right? Who would have thought of that besides me? I don't know. All right, hope everyone's doing a nice job on their llama at home. This paintbrush is a little bit better than the last one, but gosh, I still wish I had like a really nice thin one. Maybe that's what I'll put on my wish list at work. Like super nice thin paintbrushes. So I don't feel like I guess I could flip it over and use the end here to kind of, there we go, that's what I'll do, I guess. Take it to the edge without like going outside the line. It's not perfect, but it's working. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the music. We've got someone at the red light that's jamming to some tunes. They're probably at the red light looking at me like, why is that crazy lady outside and who is she talking to? Because obviously I'm by myself. So they're probably like, ooh, town hall. Some lady sitting outside talking to herself. We know the secret, don't we, kiddos? We are doing virtual camp. All right, I'm getting this done, guys. Hope you are too. Oh gosh, just colored over my brown already. This probably would have been easier to do with paintbrushes on a large canvas, but do you know how long it would have taken me to draw llamas? I think I drew, gosh, 15, 16, 17, something like that, I don't know. Which, you know, is not really a high number, but when you think about it, cutting, tracing, drawing, with the stress of making sure I do a good job, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, kiddos. Okay, totally out of the lines. I'm doing my best. And I'm rushing. I feel like this is not gonna hang in my boss's office. Might have to sneak it in there when she's at lunch. And she'll come back and be like, oh, surprise, I have a Fortnite llama. She'll be like, what's that? I'll have to tell her all my vocabulary words I learned. Now, if you love Fortnite, you could do this for a birthday party. I'm sure there are places online that you can order canvases that are pre-printed, or your parents could do what I did and trace it on a canvas and then just have some paint out and you and your friends could go to town. All right, so flawless, no. Painted, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and set this off to the side to dry and move on to my next step. Now, if you are not, mess again, yep. If you are not ready to move on with me, totally fine. You can pause, come back, rewind, whatever you need to do. Next up is Peely. Now, I gave, I know for sure yellow paint, and then I figured the other colors that you had left you could use. But for time purposes, because it's gotta be boring sometimes to just sit and watch me paint, I'm gonna use markers. Now, if you wanna use markers yourself, you can totally do that. The only thing is that I think yellow is not really gonna show up that great on here unless you press super hard, or maybe you do 2 coats of it. Paint might show up a little bit better, totally your preference. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and use yellow markers for now. Here's the picture. I don't think I included this for everyone. Sorry about that. It was kind of like a last minute thought. I'll try to maybe go back and add these if I can remember, but if not, this is what he looks like. Have somebody look up Peely for you. It might be Mr. Peely, I really don't know. I'm doing my best. So I'm gonna go ahead and color it yellow because bananas usually are yellow. Now, bananas are a silly thing because either you like them or you don't like them. And either you like them when they're really yellow, or you like them when they have yellow with a little bit of brown spots. You like them when they're kind of green. So bananas are tricky. But they also make all sorts of banana candy too. And that, I would definitely say, you see this stuff falling down on me from the tree? So if I jump and scream, it's because I'm scared it's a bug. So I apologize if that happens. So I made a fake line, see? So yellow, I guess, isn't looking too bad. Like, it looks better in the sun, right? Huh, shade, not so much. Sun, a little bit better. So I'm going to color super fast because that's just what I'm gonna do. Don't want you guys falling asleep on me. If you were in person with me, I might be singing a song right now. I will not torture you. On video. So we're just gonna color it all in. Kind of sounds like I'm scribbling because I'm rushing. I apologize for that. Just listen to the breeze blowing behind me and the sound of the cars driving by. Hopefully nobody yelling out, "Hey crazy lady, who are you talking to?" Okay, step 1, yellow. Now, at the top of his head, I guess, since he's supposed to be a banana person, brown from the stem. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of brown on the top. Of course, I already colored it yellow, but we're gonna fix that. And I'm gonna color that in. So, brown tip, check. Now, in all the pictures that I looked at, this peely person like wears clothing. Now I know when I go to the store, the bananas I purchase do not have clothing, so whatevs. This particular picture I happened to print wasn't my favorite, but I just printed it so I'd have something to show you. So I guess I'll try to mimic what he has on, which is a red tie, blue shirt, and like a brown jacket. Maybe he's got a business meeting or something. And he's wearing sunglasses. Apparently he's like a cool banana guy, and so he always wants to have sunglasses on. So sunglasses should be pretty easy to draw on here. Like I said, don't judge me. I'm not a professional sunglass drawer, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm not sure if he ever really smiles. Kind of doesn't seem like it. And these sunglasses don't really have like, see, I don't really have that. So now that I'm drawing this on, I'm like, oh geez, this is not gonna look like I thought it would, but we're gonna make it happen here. All right, and then I think we'll start with the brown jacket, I guess. I guess that's supposed to be a shoulder there. Maybe I should have had yellow come down further. I haven't drawn too many bananas on cardboards before, so it's kind of a learning curve for all of us, guys. But let's go back to talking about banana flavored candy. So banana Laffy Taffy, pretty good. Might be one of my favorites. Banana Runts, if you've ever had that kind of candy. It's pretty, oh gosh, look at my glasses. Look, one eye's bigger than the other. It's all right, we'll fix it later. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and work on this suit jacket again. And for this tie, I don't know what kind of jobs your parents have, but sometimes dads have to wear ties. Don't show them my tie because they'll be like, don't ever buy me a tie at the store that she shops at. Oh, I'm so disappointed. This is really not looking the cutest, but we're gonna get there. We are totally gonna get there. I need to have a blue shirt. You know, it probably would have been easier for me if I would have just made the whole thing yellow as a banana. Acted like he was at the beach, right? You don't wear a suit to the beach. It's all right though. Put my tie down too low. Don't judge me. Obviously I didn't practice this first. I usually try to. Oh well. Again, it's summertime, so I can't be graded. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. And put some, whatever this stuff is supposed to be. Did you hear that loud radio? I'm going to show this to you really quick because I don't want anyone to laugh. I'm sorry, I should probably not be outside because now my eyes are itching from allergies. Ready? Peely. Peely. So professional peely, amateur peely. Professional, amateur. But do they kind of look the same? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right. So that is, what was number 2? Number 3. You ready for this? Okay, so I obviously skipped ahead because it's already 24 minutes into this video and your parents are probably like, oh my gosh, will she please stop talking about just random stuff? So we're going to pretend that I'm painting this in front of you. So I'm taking my white paint and I'm painting it. Now, when you put your coat on, you're gonna see that it's kind of, you can still kind of see the plastic underneath. So I actually have 2 coats on here. It's totally optional. You don't have to do that. I chose to just because I could. Then you have this red piece of paper. Now you probably still have white around it. It's up to you if you want to trim it up really close to the edges like I did. But basically you could use glue. I went the quick route and I brought some tape outside, but you're just going to tape this on to make your very own med kit. Now, did I cut it perfectly? No, so there's some white showing, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not getting graded. Woo! So I taped it because that was easier for me. You can see I didn't cut it well, so there's a little bit of white showing. But, oh, and I did it upside down. It's okay. Because why would I do it the right way? So, med kit. Now that's pretty cute, right? Now what are you gonna do with this? Put medical stuff in it. You could totally put Band-Aids in here. If you need to hide snacks, no, I'm sorry, not hide snacks. If you need to put snacks in here to take them for a long car ride somewhere, put them in here. Put your toothbrush in here. Pretzels. You could use it for dog treats or cat treats. You could use it for human treats. You could put pencils in it. I probably already said that. Q-tips. I don't know. Sky's the limit, I guess. Kleenex, in case you have a runny nose. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy for that. And then our Mr. Peely on cardboard. And now let's check and see. Okay, so this is almost dry. I can still see some wet spots. I'm gonna take my Sharpie real quick and then you'll be free. Be free from me. Okay, you won't have to hear me anymore today. And so now I'm just gonna kind of trace my Fortnite llama. And sometimes when you trace it, what does it do? It kind of just makes the color stick out or pop, some people might say. Oh, if you get too close, you can feel where the paint is still wet. How am I doing? Looks a little bit better, I think, now that I'm outlining it. You be the judge. You decide if you want to do that on yours. And then you have to decide if you want to do a background. So like on the picture here, they put some color in the background. And I don't know if those are supposed to be stars or, I don't know, just little shape thingies. So if you want to do that, but it might look cool if you put some other colors back there, just so you're not having a whole solid white canvas in the background. You could paint the word Fortnite on there. You can use Sharpies to do that. Like I said, the awesome thing about art is it's yours, so you get to make it however you want it to be. Let's see here. I think this is going to be wet in here. Looks kind of puffy there, but we're going to try it anyway. Yeah. That's okay. It's still a little wet in the middle on mine. Okay, what else am I missing here? Do the outline of the eye. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, so Fortnite llama. What do you guys think? So pow, pa-pow, pa-pow. So we did 3, I think, pretty awesome, fun, cool crafts that have to do with Fortnite. We learned some words. Let's go through our vocabulary list. You ready? Shield, chug jug, I have no idea what that is. Slurp juice, reboot, one shot, oh I didn't talk about that, one shot I saw, and lag or lagging. There's like tons and tons and tons more words that you could learn or know about, but I hope you had fun. Thanks for signing up to do this project with me. Next week is our last, I think, right? Oh no, right? I don't even know what the date is today. I think we have one more camp virtual camp for June, and then I'm working on things for July. So stay tuned, check out our Facebook page for what's gonna happen in July. And if you did not already sign up for a kit, give us a call and see if we have any more available, okay? So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and feel free to send me any pictures of your llama. I'd love to see how yours turned out. I'd love to see what you did with the background, if anything at all. And I'd love to see if your banana actually looks like a banana compared to mine that doesn't really look like a banana, okay? All right, thanks. I'll see you guys later. Bye.